Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we have created one of the application for our contact, right? And now in this video, I want to make our this part as a dynamic. So that is our contact page. So here, first of all, if you want to do that work, we have to create one of the model, right? That means we have to create one of the model class. So now simply do that work. So right now that is our view, that means our contact view, that is our URL. So right now we don't need this URL. So that is our main URL. So I just simply remove it. Okay. So into the view and here into the contact, that is our model. So into the models area, I want to create one of the models. So it should be just like that same that we did for our index. If you go to that our index model, so into the index model here, you can see there is actually one of the class. So now here I want to actually copy it. So I just simply copy it, and now in our contact model here, I just simply paste it. Okay. So I just simply paste it. Right now we don't need this. I just simply remove it. Perfect. So now I want to create one of the class name, and I just name it as a main contact or a contact list. Okay, I just name it as a contact list. So this type of one of the class I have added, and which will be model, and then it will be inherited our main model class. And now I want to do here, I need one of the location, that means the address, email, and the phone, right? So I just take one of the field as a address. Okay, address, and then which will be as an email, and then also another one I want to take as a phone, that is a phone. So our address field will be as a text type, that means a text field, right? So better that will be as a text field, and that will be as a character field. That means the email will be as a character field, right? So text field I want to put that length will be as a 800, and for the email I make that will be maximum length will be as a 100. Okay, and also I make the things as a blank false, and the blank false. And also for the phone, it will be as a character field. So I just simply add that character field here. We don't need this. Better I want to I just copy it, and here I paste it. Okay, that means the phone with this model, it will be as a character field, and maximum length for the phone I just added as a 100. Okay, and then blank will be as a false. And also into the self area here, I want to display the email. That means the email field will be display, right? With the self, I think friend you already know about it. So now I just simply add it. So now if you click as a save all, so after that we have to migrate, right? So into the migration area, I want to create one of the migrate for our this contact list. So if you want to do that work, first of all you have to go to your appropriate file location, and then I just simply added as a Python, and then manage.py, and that make migrations. Okay, that is a Python manage.py and the make migrations. And now if you click as a enter, now you can see it's initialize our migration file, that is our contact, that is a contact list. And after that I want to migrate it, right? So if you want to migrate, then what exactly you have to do? You have to write as a Python, and then manage.py, and then migrate. So that is our migrate. So now I want to migrate it. So now if you click as a enter, now you can see our migration is successfully done. So now if you click as a save all, now if you go to our database and now go to our home, and here you can see it's not showing our table on here because of all I didn't add it. That means I didn't add our this table in our which place, in our admin place, right? So here we have to add it. So like if you go to our index admin, so procedure will be just like that same. So better I just copy it, and here I have to add it, and also I have to add it. So now I just simply add it. So right now we don't need this. So friend, I hope you can well understand about it, what exactly you have to do. So into the contact, so that is our same model. So from to the models area, I have into the model area, I have created on the class name as a contact list. So now I just simply loaded our input, our this contact list class, right? And also into the admin side and the register, into the register area, we have to actually pass it as a contact list. Perfect. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go outside, that means the admin, click as a refresh, Yes, you can see friend. So now that is our application name. That means I have created one of the application name as a contact, and that is our table name. That is our contact list. So if you now open and click the add new contact list, yes, you can see that is our address, that is our email field, and that is our phone. So now I want to actually update. So like here, that is will be our address. I just simply copy it. So I just simply paste it. I just make that the USA first. Then it should be understandable. That is our address. And then I put one of the email address as a support. Sorry. Okay, support@easylearningbd.com. And then I just put some of the email phone number. Okay, that will be our phone number. Now I just simply save it. So that is actually this data, and here you can see it's now showing our email address. Because of all, I have already added it. That means in our self, into the self area, I added our email, right? So for the reasons, you can see it's now showing our email. So now I want to actually visible our this data. So that means this address, email, and the phone number. I want to visible it in our which place, in our contact us, that area. So if you want to display it, so here I have already loaded. I have loaded our this file in our view. That means in our contact view. So that is our contact view, right? So here we have to load it. So it will be just like that same before as I told you, we have already completed our main part. So if you go to our index and to the view area, so first of all, here you have to input our class that from to the model. So for now, I just simply paste it. That means from our model, that means from our contact, and from to the model. So from to the model, I want to load our this class as a contact list. So now I just simply load input our this contact list, right? So now first of all, with this I want to get all that our database data. That means in our database here I have already inserted some of the data. So now I want to get all the data. So if you want to get that data, like they have only one row data I want to get. So that is our zero index data, right? So now I want to do that work. So it will be just like the same in our index. That is actually our request. In the request area, better I just simply copy it. Okay, I copy it, and now here after this I just simply paste it. So here it will be the same friend, that will be as a contact list. So I just name it as a contact list data. So right now we don't need this. So that will be our contact list, and into the contact list that is our model name, our model as a model class name as a contact list, and then I want to get all that our object data. And also here I added our zero index data. Because of all, they have only one data, that is a zero index. So this zero index data I want to get, right? So I just simply added our zero index data. And also into the context area we have to do here, that is our diction, and into the dictionary area. So right now they have only one. Okay, so I just simply take one data. So that will be our key. I name it key as a contact. Okay, contact main or contact list. I name it as a contact list. Then it will be better. And I take the things with our this contact list data. So now here I just simply pass it. And also we have to pass our this contact data. Because of all, I get all the data and take the things with this variable. So now we have to pass all the data in our specific this contact page, right? So if you want to pass it, here I have already added the diction, and I just take the things with this variable. So now we have to pass it. So now I just simply pass it. So I just simply pass our context data in our contact.html. So now we can actually access our contact.html. That means here we can access our all the data with our this contact list, right? So now I want to do that work. For doing this, if you now go to our contact, that means the contact.html, go to our template, and then our contact.html, and here you can see that is actually the location, that is our email, and that is our call, that means the phone. So now first of all I want to display our location, that means the address. So with this, so here if you want to visible it, you have to visible it with our this contact list, right? So now I want to do with this contact list. With this contact list I want to display our address. That means if you go to our model, so that our field name as a address, email, and the phone. So now I just simply loaded our address, and same as for our email. So that will be our email, and that will be our phone. right? Sorry, that will be our phone. I just simply paste it. Okay, that will be as our email, and then our phone. That will be as an email, and that will be our phone. So I just simply paste it. Perfect. So friend, that's all you have to do. So now if let's check this out. If you click as a save all, and now first of all I want to check our server. Yes, everything is running well. And now if you refresh it, yes, you can see it's perfectly getting our address, it's perfectly display our email address, and also is showing our phone. I hope it's very much clear to you, friend. So now here I just make our this part as a dynamic. So every data actually now comes from which place? Comes from our database table as the index 1. That means index 0 data, right? So that is our index 0. So from here I get our index 0 data, and I just pass it to our contact.html with this context, right? So here I added the diction, and into the dictionary area I pass our key, and that is our value. So our value is I get all that our object data, take the things with this variable, and I just pass it. So now we can, if you want to display it, you can display it with our this context list. So right now you can see it is a contact list. So here I just simply pass it our contact list address, our field name, email, and the phone. I hope it's very much clear to you, friend. And now we can successfully did that work. So next video I want to insert the data from our this form. Okay, how can insert this data? Next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.